Hello guys, welcome back to the Arverei channel. In today's video, we're going to be looking at how we did in the group stage and how we did our World Cup or group stage predictions. Let's go. So as you can see, for these, so we put all the groups in the order that we thought they were going to go in. So as you can see, in the first group, we were completely off. I mean, we put South Korea, Mexico, South Africa, and Czech.
Yeah.
Mexico top. Okay, look, this is kind of bad. I forgot that these games were in Mexico, so that's bad ball knowledge on myself. South Korea again. I'm not gonna lie, guys. We shouldn't have been that off because South Korea should have gone second. How they bottled to South Africa in the final game is unbelievable. But okay, we'll take the L there. That's pretty bad ball knowledge from us. But it's also unlucky because how the hell they lost. In the second group, Sweden, Canada, Bosnia, Qatar. Sweden, Canada, Qatar,
Switzerland.
Qatar, Bosnia. Or Switzerland, yeah. Sorry. Switzerland, Canada, Qatar, Bosnia. I mean, I honestly, we didn't get too much wrong. I did not think Bosnia was going to go through. I think this is like their second World Cup ever. So I don't think this is really that bad of a prediction.
Bosnia was kind of a dark horse. I mean, they weren't like crazy. I'm not going to lie. I think the other teams just underperformed.
I think Qatar just did play well. Qatar just played bad, bro. Like, no lie. That was horrific from Qatar.
Qatar was really bad.
This group, we got spot on. Shock. Brazil, Morocco, Scotland. I mean, okay, there's not much to talk about. We got spot on here. Quite an obvious group. Probably the worst group that we predicted was this group.
Well, see...
No.
I personally didn't want to put Turkey first, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, you didn't. You wanted to put USA.
You were really high on Turkey.
Okay, Turkey was like one of the... There's three dark horses in this tournament. There's Senegal, Norway, Turkey were the three big dark horses. And how Turkey got grouped.
Ivory Coast, Japan.
Nah, but they're not... Yeah, but like Turkey, though. Like, Turkey haven't qualified for a World Cup since
Turkey was not a
They haven't qualified for a World Cup since like 2006. It's been 20 years since they qualified. That's why they're a dark horse.
You're right.
Same for Norway, I guess, but everyone knows Holland. But, okay, guys, I also did not think the USA would cook this much. The USA actually cooked their group. So, I mean...
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll take the L.
All right. I mean, there's not too much.
Not too much to talk about.
It's just...
This
Turkey
match,
really sucked.
Germany, Ivory Coast, Ecuador, Curacao. Germany, Ecuador, Ivory Coast. We underrated Ivory Coast a little bit, although I do remember saying Ivory Coast is quite good. I think Ecuador honestly just underperformed a little bit in the first two games, basically, against Ivory Coast and Curacao. Or against Ivory Coast and Ivory Coast. They underperformed against Ivory Coast because they beat Germany and they drew Curacao. I mean, they should not have drawn Curacao. That was diabolical.
Yeah, you're right.
This group, again, we got spot on, so nothing really to talk about. Great ball knowledge from us. Not that, I mean, to be honest, Netherlands, guys, what a team. They're cooking this World Cup. This one, the only thing that we got was Egypt and Iran. Iran, whatever. Egypt, guys, played much better than I expected. Now, I didn't really watch the AFCON, so maybe if I'd watch the AFCON. They did make it to the semifinals, so maybe that was a tip. But
no, Egypt's pretty good.
They cooked.
I think Iran was missing some of their key players, and I think Iran just didn't.
Yeah, and the fact that they were had to travel.
Although we also put Iran second just because we wanted USA to get second so they could play Iran.
Yeah, that was. I thought that was gonna be a fun match.
Unfortunately, that's not gonna happen.
Well, they didn't make it. Yeah, I mean, okay, whatever. Yeah. It's unfortunate. I mean, that was kind of a flip. Spain. Okay, this fucking hell. What happened with this group, guys? No, Spain, Cape Verde, Uruguay, and Saudi Arabia, guys. Like, okay, not gonna lie. How are we supposed to know? How are we supposed to know that was gonna happen? Uruguay played like they had all their players on one leg. I mean, oh my god. Cape Verde was just Cape Verde was just outrageous. Fair enough to them. I wish them the best of luck against Argentina. But guys, also not gonna lie, Spain did not play that well in this group. Spain, Portugal are like the two big teams that did not play good in the group stage. I think France. We got again Senegal versus Norway. Senegal just did not play good against. They just didn't Senegal just didn't really play that well.
Their defense was a little bit shaky.
Yeah, they didn't play well until they played Iraq. So okay, fine. Norway were much better than I expected. I didn't watch Norway.
Yeah, Norway is so good.
They're very good. So fair enough. This group, Argentina, Austria, Algeria, Jordan. I think we more or less. Yeah, we got it right. Okay, great.
Nice.
This group as well. I mean, Colombia deserved it. They deserved to top their group.
We didn't think DR Congo was going to be any good.
Yeah, they cooked though. I didn't realize who they had on their team. They actually have quite a good squad over Uzbekistan as well. Whatever.
Colombia is looking like a top team.
Yeah, Colombia
in
versus
the World Cup.
Colombia, they could play Argentina. That's going to be and they played in the Copa America
They could
final.
beat Argentina. Is my point.
Yeah, they actually could. They're actually quite good, guys. Whatever. That's a little bit whatever. England, Croatia, Ghana. I think we just put Panama over Ghana. I didn't realize Ghana's game.
Yeah, Ghana does just play 10 on defense the entire game.
They defend like crazy, but whatever. It is what it is. Panama just okay. Look, if we're gonna be honest, guys, Panama legit lost every single game except for the England game, 1-0, 1-0, and then basically 2-0. Like they got kind of unlucky. They should have had at least one of those a draw. So okay, fine. And then obviously the teams that didn't go through from this list were Saudi Arabia and Scotland. Bad picks from us, but okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Now, guys, we're gonna look over the round of 32 matches. This is where the real thing starts. I'm not gonna lie, our group stages weren't that bad. They're usually like 1 or 2 off, and some of those are just like shocks. Like Portugal,
I mean, a lot of them were
Portugal just not playing well.
Upsets,
Yeah, like Portugal just didn't play well. I mean, what are we supposed to do about that? They literally just didn't care. Okay, guys, so that's how we did in our World Cup group stage predictions. We'll be back for after the tournament is up, and we'll see how we did in the bracket section. It's gonna be a little bit different. We're gonna see how we did. I'll see you guys in a bit. Peace.